So the main temple is over there, and then if you walk this way, we're going to go for a little walk for a couple of minutes. It's my last day today. I'm flying off tomorrow to the Philippines. Taking a little left here. And you'll see this is a little building. Look, there's another temple. How cool is that? Pretty much abandoned, I guess. I'm here to mow the lawn. This old thing. Pretty cool. Alright, let's get to it. So they have this like big, I showed you earlier, the big cutter, and I was using that. It has a guard on it, but sometimes things hit it and go like ding 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 ding, like stones and stuff. And I've been hit by rocks, but it kind of like hurts a little, but it's not too bad. After the first time I got hit like in the face, I was like, oh shit. Put goggles on, had the hat on. It's fine. Just doing. And every so often, like a bigger stone will just kind of like dunk, like hit you. Kind of hurts. So I had that happen. It was like bunk, it hit my shin, and I was like, ow. But it was fine. So I carried on, and I was like, still kind of hurts. Still kind of hurts. Whatever. And then I looked down. Turns out it wasn't a stone. It was a piece of wire, thick metal wire, like this thick, that had like into my leg, into my shin. And it was just like bleeding down my leg into my socks, and just like, I was like, oh, that's not good. So I hobble back to the house, and one of them sees me and is like, are you okay? And I'm like, not really. I took it out. I know you're not really supposed to, depending on how wedged it is. But maybe that's just for a knife or something. Anyway, it wasn't like super deep in. So I was immediately just like, oh, what the fuck? And then like pulled it out. Anyway, so I get in, I wash it. We put like a bandage or whatever on it. And then I wait. And then when Rensan comes back, we like go to the hospital. And they do a whole... They did an x-ray for some reason. It was pretty efficient, pretty fast. Japanese hospitals, pretty nice. But they did an x-ray for some reason. I guess to see if it like hit the bone. Anyway, it didn't hit my bone, so it's fine. Otherwise, they would have had to put me on an IV, apparently. But instead, they just cleaned it and put a new bandage on it. And they were like, oh, when you're back, I know you're leaving tomorrow, so when you're back in England, you should go to a hospital tomorrow. And I was like, I'm actually in the Philippines. And he was like, oh, okay. Prescribed me some painkillers that I'm not going to take unless I really need to. something apparently for my stomach, which makes a lot more sense after the third thing, which is antibiotics. So I assume for like sepsis and stuff. So I got to take antibiotics for the next week, and then take the gut pills or whatever so that I don't have too much of an upset stomach. But I don't have any. I didn't have any cash, and there's no cash points here, so they had to pay. So I have to go and find an ATM. But I don't think any of the local convenience stores are going to have an ATM where I can take out money. I think I'm gonna have to go in to the city anyway. It'll cost me another like £10. But anyway, good thing I have insurance. So I'm gonna look up my insurance, sort it all out right now. Go send everything, and yeah. If everyone was curious, it came out to around £75. It's fine. Yeah, it's all gonna get repaid anyway, hopefully. So yeah, fun last day.